I would say he has a more balanced box, and I'm very interested to see that he is running Aquatic Angelina, so that's pretty cool. As you can see from Absol having a more so AoE focused strategy, he decided to ban Dog first. Makes sense. And then after that, Reen, Ares, pretty standard bans. I find it interesting that Ange banned Old Landius, but I guess if you look at his box, I don't know. I don't know why he banned Old Landius, to be honest.
Uh,
I guess he's thinking MK, maybe Rachel. Also, he doesn't have audio, so let me play some music real quick.
I say, Kata, are you streaming this?
Yeah, I am. I'm watching my stream right now, so I should be good. Anyone, please do let me know if the audio is off or anything. Turn that down just a little bit more. Okay. He must be very confident in his Licorice to pick her against an Ares like this. I mean, there is Landius, but still. Perhaps that's indicative of her running Death Robe, because if Ares doesn't crit, it's a lot harder for him to kill Licorice. It's also going to be a lot harder to kill Licorice with Sophia up on the field now. I'm kind of surprised to see Ange leave up Reem this long. Yeah, that seemed pretty
You're
cool.
muted. No voice.
I was gonna say, I'm here. I just don't know if Katatsu.
Yeah.
I did
Oh
think.
my god, I'm so sorry. I have push to talk on, and I've been talking to my stream.
No, because I pinged you in the other chat to ask if you were streaming this match.
Yeah, no, I am streaming. Kazuchio says there's background noise. Maybe it's me.
I don't hear any background noise.
Maybe it's me. If I say something, any background noise?
It might be my stream on my microphone. Whatever the case, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about it. There's stuff in my room.
Anyway, what do you think about the BP?
I was going over that very extensively. Quick summary. Ares against Licorice. If he doesn't crit her, then he's going to have a really hard time killing her, and there's also Sophia up, which is going to make that very difficult.
What about if it's Judge Talisman? Can he kill her then?
It depends on the Licorice, totally. But there is Landius, so. It also depends on whether or not Ares Wind Whisper is directly next to her.
I'll have to say, Angelina for the win has good taste, with the name anyway.
I found it very interesting that he was running Aquatic Angelina.
Well, Angelina for the win, yeah? Yeah, man.
Usually he runs Flyer.
He knows. I showed him the ways of Aquatic Angelina.
So there's a risk in Absoul's picks, is that he let Rachel plus Tiaras. So if his jog decided to jump, and it's quite easy for Angelina for the one to break Blast Rights with Licorice, and then he can just finish off the juggler when he jumps.
It does depend when he jumps, though.
And there's more than enough healing to to heal off all the other AoEs. The question is, can that Ares finish off Licorice?
I turned my mic up a bit. Is it okay now?
I mean, you sounded fine to me earlier.
Oh, I was messing with the stream volume.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know about Sunslash. I'd prefer Route, potentially. Just with a stun potential. And the knockback on Juggler, maybe?
Yeah, well, I guess he's thinking that he really wants to buff Rachel.
I do like Absoul's picks. It's very aggressive. Just, can you get through all the healing?
That looks like a full moon Ares. Need to see Licorice stats. If it's below 12k HP, I think it's quite dangerous.
I think with around 11,000, if she has Death's Robe, she can survive.
Mm-hmm.
Since that basically will nullify the chance of Ares critting with Landius around.
There's pretty good HP on Rachel.
Ooh,
Ooh, just over 10k.
Well, there is Sophia to help.
Let's see. I'm interested to see if she can survive.
It really does depend on Death's Robe, but with that HP, it does kind of look like it.
Yeah, it looks like a standard balance blade. Ream.
I would be pretty surprised to see people running anything else right now. But I don't think Demon
No.
Slayer's bad.
Because I run Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Like, it's a lot better. I mean, even though Jug does better against AoEs, I find like since you have a better chance to crit, because Landius makes it harder to crit.
Yeah.
You can also run damage rain.
Yeah, no, Reen's totally fine being built as a DPS as well. I don't have any problems with him in that aspect.
So can Ares go in now? I don't know. 5? No, you'll only get to where Rachel's standing. You can go in next turn though, potentially.
Probably the best play would be to wait until Reen is in range and Dog is in range there.
Reen's already in range.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, because it's balance blade. That's the only thing with Demon Slayer, is you're a little bit short on the range sometimes.
Balance play doesn't extend your cast range; it extends the AOE range. So because he gets he gets +1 move with the transform. So now Rachel is on the tip of Reen's AOE range.
Yeah, maybe a bit disrespectful of a Rachel position.
Okay, so he's fully aware, so he's stacking up all the damage reduction.
But does that matter? I mean, if he gets any sort of like healing reversal, it could go downhill pretty quickly.
Rachel does at least have Gospel.
True.
So how do you start the fight? Do you start by juggler jumping? Or
I'm thinking Rain.
I would open with Reen.
okay.
This is okay. I mean, it'll force Angelina for the win to heal, and then you can follow up, and then there's one less heal to deal with in terms of being able to dispel debuffs.
Dorek says he likes the healer team. I was just sitting here thinking, what's his plan to win, right?
Tank push.
Fair enough. I just don't see him easily killing this dog.
So range would be next. No?
Going in with Ares? Okay.
I guess he wants to keep the debuffs on as long as possible. He doesn't think he'll kill. That is a crit, so probably not Deathrobe. She's probably dead.
That was an OP pull, though.
Ooh. Yeah. He's managed to separate the two healers from the tank. And now Reen can follow up. And I believe Deedlit can follow up as well. I think
Yes.
she'll range.
Well, she could get stopped from debuffs.
Well, Deedlit also can't get her act again because jugglers stop everyone's moves, so she can't go in this turn.
Ah, yes, yes.
Yes, yeah, you're right on that.
Actually, I'd be tempted to move Reen one square forward, hit Landius, and then again, because you're gonna lose turn. Or no, he's not gonna lose turn power. Never mind.
Yeah, he should be good on that. Oh, D-list in range of... Never mind, sorry. This frankly looks pretty bad. Did not remove the hero reversal. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to heal up Rachel and then single target that juggler. Should kill him.
Yeah, that would have been the better move, I think.
This should finish off Landius. No? Oh, Rachel.
Yeah, because by moving Rachel there, it's like she can hit Deedlit next turn, technically, so...
So Dog has no more water, but I don't think that really matters.
Yeah.
No, he's lost his main DPS, so...
Landius can't even Sun Slash. So yeah, I felt that was pretty disrespectful of Absol's options. He sort of just let the AoEs come and hit him in the face.
Maybe you thought you could just out-heal all the damage.
It's a Reen though.
But it is RNG.
Yeah, it's a Reen. I'm not sure about leaving him up until 4th pick.
Yeah, I'm just gonna concede that.
Interesting. He prefers second. No changes.
I used to prefer second, but these days I don't know. I just seem to do so much better with one player or first
He
player.
plays tank push, so he prefers second player, but I don't know if that's necessarily always equated to better.
Yeah.
So, just based on his game 1 picks, I think he should really second pick Liana.
Who that is?
Angelina.
Yeah, I figured. Just making sure.
Interesting that he's gone for a Rainforce ban right off the bat.
He wants to tank push. Rainforce is pretty damn good against tank push.
He hates RNG too.
Then why did he leave up Reen?
Yeah. I mean, it's basically one or the other with Reen and Rainforce.
No, I meant like last game.
Because he left Reen 4th pick.
And if you hate RNG, I would imagine you should ban him a lot earlier.
So here I would actually ban Zerda and then just pick up Rachel.
Yeah, that's pretty sound. You
So
saw
he seems pretty.
You saw that it was a Catalandia, so you know that Rachel will do some work against him with Lightning Strike.
Yep, and helps with cleansing Green's debuffs.
Ligo isn't bad for it either, but I do agree that Rachel would be definitely better for it.
He seems to really like his slippers for some reason.
I do like that he's leaving Oldius up this time. I don't think there's much in his box that Oldius really threatens. Last game he banned him second.
To be fair,
Oldius does Reen and Zerda now.
Yeah, actually that's a pretty good point.
He can help manipulate terrain control against Licorice as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you actually have to ban Oldius here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you can't let and Boomer through.
At the same time though, it doesn't matter. Zarita has 3 buffs.
Yeah. But now he's just gonna get Boomered.
Yeah, especially with the second pick Licorice, giving Absoul the ability to change styles here could be pretty crippling.
Yeah, and old Landius will win that war if he brings his 2C AoE. It has a 2-turn cooldown.
Yeah, another Aquatic Angelina. Yeah, I can support that.
She's really tanky.
Yeah, man.
Oh, his has 600 defense.
Yeah, Moni's is stupid tanky.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, mine has 660 base defense. I'll probably go with Griffin Knights, just because they do more damage. Rather than Angels, there's not, like, a lot of magic damage. Since Griffins do slightly higher damage than Angels.
10% more attack, and I think they have like 2 or 3 more base attack.
Yeah, they have 2 more, 45 versus 43.
The attack's lacking though, 874. Should it be able to easily get at least over 900?
Dorek mentioned something, and that is Boomer can stop Angelina if you give her flyer troops. So this is actually an argument for Tide Masters, our lobsters.
True.
Damn, Kata, the #1 Tidemaster fan, finally has his day in the sun.
There's nothing wrong with aquatic units, man. Bloody great, minus the vulnerability to magic.
Seems like this Rachel doesn't have range stuff, based on the skills she's choosing.
You are correct.
That's strong there, though.
This Verda is gonna be a huge problem. It's gonna zone out everyone.
I'm slightly leaning toward Absoul's draft a bit more. I think it's a bit more cohesive.
Yeah, I think Absoul one ban pick here. That Zarita will be pretty hard for Licorice or Rachel to deal with.
Looks like his is slightly tankier than mine, but mine has far higher attack.
Is there anything special about aquatic Angelina? Is there anything good about that?
It's very hard to kill her with a physical attack. Like the amount of damage reduction you stack from being in water.
Right, so she actually gives bonus defense to soldiers as well?
And plus, with aquatic, you don't have to worry about Boomerlandius terrain either. Because now with Boomerlandius, it's like, it kind of shuts down Angelina being able to rush in as a flyer.
Makes sense.
If you ban magic, it's impossible to one-shot.
Only issue with it is lacks an attack.
What would you use for accessory? So this looks like Razor?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. I think it looks more like Overlord's badge.
No, her attack was like 870 pre-deploy. That's pretty indicative of Bracer, I think.
Yeah, it's really.
It's a Bracer Angelina. It's Bracer.
I don't know if I like that. Like, it's very brawlery, but at the same time, like, he's gonna do very little damage.
Angelina's troops fly, right? I mentioned the Tide Masters earlier. So Oleus will block her.
Not sure if this counts as flying.
It does.
Yeah, it does. I thought the entire unit had to fly.
Change your move type.
Yeah, I tested this stuff earlier.
I'd rather being unicorns then.
Unicorns also get affected.
Yeah. God damn it. So what, Tide Masters, really?
Yes, Tide Masters are lobsters.
I just could bring Berserkers instead. Go for the crits.
Well, she has... Yeah, if you don't bring Tidal Surge, that works. If you bring Tidal Surge, she'll have 1 movement in water with Berserkers.
True. Because yeah, that Angelina can probably live through a Zerida hit. Well, in water anyway, definitely.
Well, yeah, Rights shouldn't get disabled, so I think she can tank it.
There's one thing Angelina can do right now, is first 2 moves, pretend he's gonna close up, and then everyone else run away. So that he doesn't get engaged on during the 3 turns of transform from rain.
It's definitely an option.
Yeah, so he's moving in slowly, Absoul. And then you just pretend that you're standing still and waiting on him to come in. and then everyone else just run away.
Tyrael mentions the intelligence looks up on Zarita, so it might be Twilight Zarita, in which case you really should have brought Tide Masters. I'm kidding.
Never gonna let these Tide Masters down, are you?
This is the last time, I promise.
I don't mind.
Although it could have been Gospel, I'm not sure, to be honest. So.
I think that's fine now. Angelina can't really advance.
If you have to trade one for Zerida, who would you trade?
Probably Rachel. I think you can live with, like, not Angelina, Boomerlandius against Licorice for terrain control.
Yeah, I think Rachel too.
And then his Angelina's not really the biggest threat in terms of, like, DPS. She's just very beefy. But then you can circumvent that with Reen's AoEs a little bit.
Makes sense. So let's see where this Reen goes. I think he should at least go so he can hit Landius next turn.
Yeah, he has to get in closer not to waste his transformation.
Yeah, maybe Absoul transform just a little bit early. Transforming on this turn would be really good.
Yep.
Yeah, he transformed too early.
I don't know if that Sophia brought mass resist on Absol's side.
It's worth mentioning that anytime you burn a transformation on Reen or Yusuke, that gives even you're sitting there with a Bloodthirster Zarita too. Like, what incentive does your opponent have to push into you now? They don't.
Yeah, you can just sit there and kind of force their hand where they're either stuck for at least one round to reset their skills.
Posturing is important. Now this Zarita is not a threat for 2 turns.
Yeah, I think he can push Angelina forward, to be honest. Well, I think he can push all of his units a bit forward, maybe, even with Reen.
Well, it's important to remember that Zerida can still guard bypass.
I don't think she'll kill anybody though, like through Crystal Warlocks with no troops.
She could kill Rachel.
I don't think she can get in range
No,
of Rachel.
because you're still all you're missing is just the buff from Alizard. You can still bypass troops when you don't have the buff.
True, but it's like a 30% damage increase, right?
Ooh, he didn't check Reen's skill.
That silence is so rough.
Ouch.
He didn't check his skill.
Normally you'd expect somebody with a line AoE to use it first turn or something. It's kind of cute to hide it this long. Or maybe not hide it since it's turn 2, but...
He won't get in range to hit... I don't think he'll get in range to hit 3 people. Maybe?
If he uses Tidal Surge, he can.
Yeah, he can go on the tree terrain, I believe, and just about hit 3 people.
I don't think so.
Or just straight.
No, because the tiles.
Yeah, the tiles will never go full molly.
That's right, yeah.
So I'm thinking he can go up and then maybe move up to the tree tile, maybe?
Perhaps should he have used Tide Masters?
Yes. Legit good if you're actually somehow running Aquatic Ange. in this exact situation.
Yeah, this situation, yeah. Any other time I would like go with Griffins or Angels.
It only took a year and a half for my investment to bear fruit.
In one very specific scenario.
Hey, outlier scenarios are at the point in the meta we're at now. You need, soldier options. If you run the units, you do need these niche options.
Yeah. I think troop choice has become way more important. Before it just seemed standard to, like, everyone had their one soldier choice.
I've always been about the troop choice. I just love having options.
So I remember when I first started, it was like, oh, you need like Angels and Phalanxes.
It does work like that, Jagger. I think if she uses title surge, she should be able to move one tile into it.
Yeah, but then I think she's still stuck on the same tile, unfortunately, even with Act again.
For all intents and purposes right now, she is a flyer. I think?
Are you sure? Because
I tested Ange with other things.
did you see her movement?
I did
just
see
then?
Yeah, I did see her
Yeah.
movement type and it did say she was aquatic. So maybe it doesn't work, or maybe I'm just wrong.
I don't know if
Is it-
Colwyn actually
is it-
does himself.
It doesn't seem like she's restricted, so she can move one block on the affected tile. So that means she's not.
Oh yeah,
restricted.
exactly. I tested infantry on cavalry and stuff. I guess I didn't test this. Sorry.
So, if that's the case, then it means. I'm not sure if either of them knows about this.
It's a bit confusing how he works.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can cut me some slack there. I tested like 5 things.
Is
Well,
Boomerlandius'
Point is moot regardless because now there's no three enemies in a square that he can hit.
Yeah. Wait a minute, is Boomerlandius' freaking staff Listel's earring?
It's designed like it, yeah, and he's also wearing her earring on his neck.
Freaking pimp daddy.
I'm just gonna test this right now.
We see.
I don't know
Don't
about
know
that.
Don't know what this. Oh, clock. Okay.
Okay,
If it
it's not
didn't
so
clock-
bad.
Yeah.
So, like, it didn't make sense to begin with because now technically Licorice can override the terrain.
Yeah, but he clogged it, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point.
Clock very OP.
Damn right. It's in the same category as Breeze for bullshit.
I was gonna say that it's pretty low on Landius, but his talent's not proc right now, so or on Boomer.
Yeah. Do not worry, chat. I am testing Aquatic Angelina with flyer troops against Boomer right now. I will have answers.
Oh, I need those answers. I need to know for future reference. So I guess you're sort of waiting for Rachel to move if you're waiting on Reen to go in. Never mind. He is just going in.
See if he clocks. If he doesn't clock, he's out of skills. Yep.
It's my only issue with like defensive Reen. It's like if you don't clock, you don't do anything else really.
So next turn he will have to trade his Zerda.
Okay, I tested the Ange thing. She is considered an aquatic right now, so she does
Cool.
not. She does not get the penalty.
Good to know.
There are like 5 weird interactions with Landius depending on what the hero is.
So if he trades his Zerida, like he doesn't have any follow-up now because Reen's got no skills. I mean, I guess.
Oh, we were gonna fall on cooldown anyways, so it's not the worst. But
I mean, he could rewind just to get Fatal Arc Slash back up if he wanted. But I don't think he's carrying rewind. I think he brought Mass Protect. Oh, sorry, Mass Resist.
To be fair, he could have brought them both since Licorice has Mass Protect. I think Absol's positioning has been really good this game. He's really prevented Ange from doing much.
He should check the range on Zerda. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7.
I think she's missing out by 1 square.
she can hit Rachel.
Yeah, she can.
So maybe he's thinking to push Zerda and Rain back. And just not act again, just push them back.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what he has to do here. Although, I mean, Rachel did just burn her only AoE.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that AoE really was that helpful. I mean, I guess it was for the buff removal, but I don't know if I would have wasted it there. It's not like there was a real follow-up to kill the Licorice or anything.
Ooh, he shouldn't use Tidal here, because that will burn off Sophia's defense buff. Yep.
Also, you want to be able to cycle it later.
She should be able to survive Alhazard, right? Easily.
The Angelina, yeah, definitely.
Maybe. 1,000 defense?
I mean, I've had mine one shot, but I don't run Bracer. And mine's got.
If it's Twilight Star, though, it will break rights.
Yeah, then she will die. She's not even in water either, so she'll die.
I'd feel better if she was on terrain about her odds of survival.
Well, either on terrain or in water.
Well, terrain's 20% DR.
Yeah, but being in water is 30.
That's 30% defense.
And being in water overrides defensive terrain.
Okay, so Rain is out of juice. There's some reading debuff going on. He's checking if it can be immune or something.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's doing, actually.
Yeah.
He wanted to transform, I think.
I guess at the same time, Zeri doesn't even really want to kill the Ange that much, right? But, I mean, you bloodthirster, so I guess it's better than nothing.
If she has Morningstar, that can break last rites.
Yep, and then I think she's dead, not being on any sort of defensive terrain or in water.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have, like, the best defensive techs.
He's not sure. He's not sure if this is gonna work. Oh, does work.
Is that a goddess tier licorice? Sounds good.
Yeah. So Licorice Transform is immune to those kind of things. You can't stop it from happening.
Maybe I'm thinking, can she kill Angelina? And it's like, even with Breaking Last Rights, she's in Landius command range, right?
So no more clock, and he is completely out of juice.
Well, the 2C will come back pretty quickly, though.
Yeah, that should be next turn, I think.
Yeah, he used it, and then he used the 3C, clocked the 3C, used it again, so yeah, it should be next turn.
The 2C has like a 0.2 times mod though, so it doesn't do much.
Yeah, so now it's all up to Zerda if he can kill something, anyone.
Yeah, he's really confident in his Ange.
You know, I would actually risk trying the Angie if you have Twilight Star, because you can attack from Landius range, so it's not like you're on an island and you're going to get killed after.
I mean, it's your only option.
I mean, if he goes in with Zerda though, and then Angelina can follow up and maybe pick someone off with Ram, because then there'll be, what, 3 units in range? Then again, that Angelina's got really low attack, so maybe not pick someone off.
Ram does have a not great mod, yeah, and Angels.
What's it? I think it's a 1.1 multiplier.
1.2.
1.2.
Oh yeah, Sophia did use Rewind.
Just thought, maybe.
He needs to watch out on his timer, 5 seconds.
I think he can. I think Angelina can pick off Zerda, maybe, depending on how he plays this.
How?
He's got Tidal Summon, right?
Oh, that's not enough move.
And it's got cooldown. I was thinking 1, 2 onto the tree, push him back, and then you get 3 movement from Breath of the Tides, and then you can pick up Zerda, but Breath of the Tides is on cooldown. So it doesn't matter anyway.
Well, all you can do here is try and kill the Ange. Also note that Absoul is on backup time.
Yeah.
Huh?
Nope.
Okay. I would have gone for it.
Okay, I think Angelina just lost her defense buff.
No, he rewound, so it should be reapplied.
Rewind. Okay. That Landius is gonna die, right?
Yeah. It's actually really good to bring Crystal Warlocks on Rachel in this matchup because otherwise she wouldn't be able to move anywhere.
So
Just auto him, yeah. Let's do that.
okay, now we can pick off Zerda.
Yep.
Which I think is fine. No, you move next to Sophia. Tidal Surge, 3C, then pick up Zerida.
Seems like a good move to me. This is rough. You need a lot of time to think.
I think he missed his timing to pick up Zerida now.
Yeah.
Bit of hesitation there. Missed this chance. Okay, so no Morningstar.
No crit, and Zarita a wet noodle if she doesn't crit. Well, maybe not.
So how come she's getting green intelligence?
It was probably just the gospel. Somebody looked at the wrong
Gospel.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gospel is attack and int.
It only wasn't close because she didn't crit.
Yeah. Freeze proc?
Wow.
No, I don't think she's killing Boom Orlando.
I don't think so either. Clock Ange, eh?
Jeez.
I respect this Ange build highly.
It's definitely different to what I do.
I think Ange played this matchup really well. He was very patient. Had a plan. Had the positioning that he did against Zarita was really good. Constantly like leaving somebody in range and then blocking where she could hit them up. And that's supposed to be a feature of this map with the water in the center like that. It's really good play, I think.
And Marine still does nothing for a turn.
I'm mostly trying to think, what should Absoul have really done differently? He could have transformed with Reen a bit later.
You should have tried to kill Angelina a bit earlier.
I would have dive bombed that Rachel.
Because now you're playing defensive, but you can just send Sophia into the fog. And then, can she get out? No, I don't think she can get out if she gets pushed into the fog.
I think Ram's only 2.
But it also reduces movement.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it was a good try, but
Reen's damage reduction is so dumb.
I don't think it really matters. I guess killing Reen's fine, because then there's no offensive for it. Ooh, okay, not Balance Blade. I mean, not freaking Bracer.
It's good information to know for the next game.
Yep. Can you? So it looks like Absoul's making some changes to his box. Oh, no, I guess not. It just took a long time.
I'm not sure if he was running Giz before or not. I don't know. I'm a bit
Yeah, he was.
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, he was. He had Gizzer off last match. Just got banned.
I do not think Rainforce is very good on this map, and Rainforce is also second player, which he is nowhere near as good at.
Yeah, second player Rainforce is really bad. Like, it's a lot harder to play offensively. I mean, you really need Liana to make it worthwhile to pick Rainforce going second.
Yeah. And this map is it's really not good for him. This map
It might be a bit more viable once Florentia's available.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just anybody that's reliant on line AoEs in this map, except Ares, they're just not so great here.
Like, it's okay to play Rainforce player 1 on this map, like if you can get like a decent Eclipse.
So far, we're seeing pretty similar game to last game.
I'm just gonna say, I would like to see Bowser this match.
I wouldn't have minded seeing a try at Zarita again. The only other bulky unit that he has that can really survive her is Ange.
I've always wondered if Mystery Knight can live through a Bloodthirster. Because you build a Giant's Resolve and Star Earring.
She can, if you have probably very little intelligence. Yeah, Aquatic Angelina is not great here.
No, it's really terrible on this map. No, this is the worst map to pick Aquatic Angelina on.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think I'd maybe ban out the Deedler, because it's like double gospel can just ignore the terrain from Crush.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because then, like, Reed and Bozel are just free to run around and slap debuffs everywhere.
Well, we did see that he's running a Goddess tier Licorice and also a Goddess tier Sophia, so
True.
he does have options. Of course, RNG can be RNG.
True, I mean, he gets 2 silences off on the healers. It's a lot harder to come back from that.
Yeah, so I think he'll need to be respectful of Absol's range. Don't give him an easy AoE with multiple follow-ups. As long as he does that, he should probably be okay. Play it like last game. This time I remembered to hide the skills.
Doing better than me.
Still getting used to this whole streaming business. So comp-wise, he got Zarya last, which I didn't notice, that's pretty crazy.
It is, to be fair. How often do you see a last pick Zerado?
Especially as player 2 with Liana.
Yeah, and only needing a one-turn setup as well. Well, Bozel's running a faction buff.
I'd be very surprised if that Bozel wasn't running faction buff. I mean, you could just gospel her, I guess.
Okay. Doing Mr. T. Do within a short space of time.
Yeah. So yeah, he did bring faction buff on Bozel. I can see why he didn't bring Rout on Landius here, because he has 3 YL DPS, so. He brought defense support L.
Yeah, because it starts healing negation.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to use though, being one turn.
Yeah, because
The other thing is, it's if she's in range of multiple people, which her aquatic mobility type or aquatic movement often makes her. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It goes to 2 people, so if she's in range of 3 or more, then it can be RNG who gets it. And having 3 mobility makes that harder to be only in range of 2 people.
it's not bad. I would have preferred attack command if you're going to bring a support ability.
Maybe the plan.
Especially for Angelina.
Maybe the plan is put defense support L on MK and MK tanks Zarita.
I don't know. I think she still dies to Bloodthirster.
Probably. It's a bit hard with no terrain. That, if you think about it, like, terrain is probably about as good as 15% DR.
Yeah. Plus her attack will be a little bit higher as well, because she'll be under faction buff rather than Sophia's buff. Is it like a 5% difference?
Yeah, or 10%. She did get a breeze. It's cool to see everybody teching Templar Knights nowadays against Magic DPS.
Yeah. I think mine are at level 9. I need to finish them off.
Some more dynamicism to Landius's play is always good.
Yeah, I mean, you can run Guardian Infantry, Heavy Centurions, Royal Cavs, Templars.
His skill selection can be kind of boring, so at least he has a lot of troops, right?
Yeah, because what is it? Well, you've got generally you bring like a difference between 4 skills, so like Faction Buff, Tranquility, 3C. It's about in sometimes Route, depending on the matchup.
Yeah.
Because you always bring Indomitable. Like, there's not a reason not to. So I wonder if that'll change with Clotaire disabling revives.
Probably not, because I don't see many people using him.
I mean, I'm gonna try to use him. I think he looks pretty interesting to use.
He definitely does.
He's got so much fixed damage, but then again, because it doesn't pierce immunity, it's kind of concerning.
You might consider not running a revive against Clotaire, yeah.
So yeah, you can't send Anjin because it will accomplish nothing.
Yeah, he doesn't have the mobility to do it.
I mean, he could get closer, but he wouldn't be able to separate Reen or Zerida from Landius Guard.
Yeah.
So it makes it rather redundant, and you'll never get a freeze proc because this Angelina can never be in water.
That MK looks pretty dead. Unless you move her. So that means Sophia would die, unless that's Bracer Sophia.
You never know.
He alternates her out of range of Landius aura.
I don't know about that. Maybe he's very confident in Mr. Knight not being one-shot by Zerida.
I would not. I looked at the stats and I would not be confident in that. Maybe if Aeolus procs. But that doesn't seem like the sort of gamble you should go for, if you ask me.
Is that worth it? Is it worth using Breath of the Tides there?
Yeah, this is looking like a free kill for Absoul.
I don't like that. I don't like the aggressive play there.
If Sarita kills MK, she can even retreat out of range of Ange follow-up. Wait, no, Tenyos. Yeah, Tenyos, sorry. But Ange won't kill her anyway.
No.
No.
She has attacking abilities, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, because now here's the problem. Act again, Bosel.
I was gonna say, is that a boost puzzle? But I don't think he would, you know. Oh, yeah. Mass resist.
Yeah. But it's not like either of those units can kill Bosel.
Does Landius even have his guard up? Yes, he does. Good, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is the plan.
So you'll hit Zerida?
I think she'll still be in range. I think Bosel should have AoE'd instead. He could have prevented her from doing something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, there's no gospel inside, so yeah. Could have been some nasty debuffs there.
Mobility down, something to prevent her from doing anything, really.
Yeah.
So yeah, the alternate out of Landius aura makes sense. Turn priority.
Look at that, Ninja 1000 attack because of the debuff.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I agree with that.
Yeah, because there's no follow-up to, actually, not tell a lie.
Yeah, Landius got a 10 years too. Jesus.
Yeah. Can the other Landius get in guard range 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, he can. So it's either you go for Zerida now.
Not
with, like,
Zerida. You will not kill Zerida. Bozo though, yeah.
yeah, you can go after like kill Bozal and
Very lucky 10 years breeze that allows that.
mhm.
I still feel like Absol is in a better position here though.
And I'm trying to think. All he has to do is move.
He gave Absol turn priority with that. Because Bozo hasn't moved yet. Hazuchio says, I don't understand a thing from player one. I understand a little, maybe.
I mean, the trade is okay. Angelina for Bozal. And now Zerida can't quite do anything at this point in time.
Zerida is indeed stuck. I mean, how does she get out of this situation given that she can't get hide and seek, you know? She's gonna have to breathe because the fog's
Yeah.
closing in. Either that or you're gonna have to move that Landius, but I don't think he's gonna move very easily.
It's a bit dangerous to the Landis because he's still got the Licorice Follow, but then even with the Licorice Follow, can AoE with Reen afterwards.
There was actually a position that he could have retreated his Zarita in to prevent this, so that was a bit of a mistake, I think.
There's no need to rewind yet.
I guess I'm mistaken on turn priority, sorry. I could have sworn that Bozel hadn't moved though, but
Ooh, clock.
well, let's see if we can get some counterclocks.
Yeah.
The silence is definitely good.
Because then everyone's in range to get AoE. Or did he bring Fatal Arc Slash?
I am not sure. Pretty unfortunate that silence didn't get dispelled.
It will be dispelled now, though, from Dark Despair, I think. No, just dispelling Green's fixed damage, I guess.
That must be like the only debuff on her or something.
Yeah, so he brought Fatal Arc Slash, which I think Gale would have been better on this map.
Yeah, I agree. Well,
Line AoEs aren't the greatest on this map.
they're okay if you can push up like this, but
Because I think Absol's in a bit of a bad position now. He can't get Liana in range to heal anyone.
yeah.
And Reen's gonna get silence himself this turn anyway.
It is the only debuff on her.
I think you just have to use Fatal Arc Slash against Licorice and Sophia here. I mean, your Reen's not going to do anything else.
And of course he got heal blocked. But yeah, I agree. That's pretty much the only play here. I don't understand.
It's silent. I mean, it's okay, but it's only really a short-term thing, because now Reen literally does nothing.
Well, this was the other thing I was considering, that he can just move Sophia, so probably you want to move Reen at the end of your turn.
Yeah, it's looking very rough now.
Yeah, if he had waited to move Reen until the end of his turn, it would have been a lot better, but...
I think he's just accepting the fact that Zerida's dead now.
Yeah. I mean, with Reen, Landius, and Liana, I don't think it's unwinnable versus those four people.
I mean, though, it is AoE Mystery Knight.
Well, now he'll get turn priority.
Just move next to Landius, I think. Unless you've got the move again ability available. Got people jumping in between games.
This is a pretty long set. So yeah, I can see that. I do still think it's totally winnable for Absoul here.
Yeah.
Ooh, if you have Royal Calves. I think one option is to just take the center with your 3 units. You already have one in there. This could do a lot of damage to Reen though. Although he should move as much as possible. But okay, he's dead.
And he's blocked Liana from healing now, so...
Yeah, I see why he moved there. That was a good position. He was just very confident.
Yeah, and that's GG there. I guess losing the Bozal early on was pretty detrimental.
I think the biggest mistake has to be where he retreated Zarita after killing, because he didn't.
Yeah, moving.
He didn't.
Moving wasn't the greatest play.
He didn't have to get blocked in there, and then if he just does that, then he could just run away and then go and snipe Licorice later. So that's what I think the biggest mistake the loss of the game was. If he didn't do that, he should be able to win. I think. At least that's how I saw it. Well, anyway.
Down. The Zarada might have been able to do a little bit more, but getting her blocked off.
Yeah. Well, anyway, better luck to Absoul next time. He played well. Ange passes on. And I think that's about it for my stream. Thank you, Cecil, for casting me. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, I've got another stream to catch. So I've got Kai's game to cast now, so I'll be setting that up momentarily.
Okay, I might join if nobody joins you. I need a quick break, but yeah.
No problem. I just told him I need a sec. 'Cause I'm still doing Angelina's match.
Yeah. Well, alright, everybody have a good day. Thanks for watching. Bye!
See you later, guys. I'll be back momentarily.